Good afternoon, everyone, boys and students. Today is Monday, the 6th of October, 2025. It is 12:07 p.m. and I have just started our Monday and Wednesday 12 o'clock class recording. Today is class 1, so we are going to have the quickest update the possible, followed by a quick essay writing revision, and then we are going to have a mock essay writing exam in the class where the students were already informed that they are supposed to have their cameras on all the time, and I will have all the documents open on my side with my camera and my micro off, and I will be invigilating and taking my notes on a separate document so that I can try to correct them right after they finish their essays writing. That's why I will try to be the quickest possible, if this is even possible, speaking about Lucy. So let me share my screen. And first, the update was posted on Thursday evening on Class Live. We wrote essays together, and some groups had some relax, speaking about sweet and sour. We practiced prepositions, we watched short videos, we spoke about dream trips, we spoke about commuting, traveling, and this and that, just to relax a little bit and to prepare for this kinda intense class today. This was basically what we did last week. Students that still need to practice, they were invited to join at least one more class than they were supposed to, talking about this week. So they already know who they are. They are supposed to watch or to attend 2 3 classes. And if you were not in the classes, you are more than welcome to come if you decide to. And apart from that, 2 recordings were provided to each channel. So if you are from different levels in the groups you belong to, you will choose whatever recording fits your needs better. So you have body paragraphs and speaking classes in the same channels. And apart from that, I don't think we have anything else to say. The plans for this week is for the groups that need practice a little bit more on the conclusions and essay correctings, or speaking, or essay writings, as it is the case for this group. For that, we are going to quickly revise orally what we are looking for in the essays. First question, Antonio, what is the hook in an introduction?
The hook is the part when you um, write your arguments about the topic. You mention the arguments in the introduction, and then in the body you explain more deep
More about them.
more
This
about
is the
them.
hook. This is not the key. These are not the key points, maybe?
Or maybe are the key points. Yes.
Okay. Any ideas about the hook,
The
boys?
hook. Yeah, no, I know. The hook is in the introduction when you like rewrite the topic of the essay.
The prompt.
Yes, the prompt.
That's correct. So when you click enter for question 8 is the essay question, the last writing question on the TOEIC exam. So the prompt will tell you, students argue that they should use the mobile every day at school in every class. This is the context, and then they are going to ask you a question. Do you agree that students should use their mobiles? Why or why not? Use examples to support your opinion. Write at least 300 words. All of this is your prompt. And your topic is writing about using the cell phones or the mobile phones every day in every class. Altogether is the prompt. The mobile phones in class is the topic of your essay. Your hook is restating all that to present your essay to your reader. Why? Because it is not the case in this group. Thank you. It is not the case in this group, but many students started the essay writing. This is a very important debate topic nowadays. But the person reading your essay doesn't know what topic is important nowadays. So we need to present. So the hook is note. This is important. I repeat, this is important for the final writing exam on platform. The hook is the first sentence of your introduction, which presents your topic prompt to your reader. Okay? Jesus, what follows your hook in the introduction? I think you are mute.
Now?
Now.
Okay. After the hook, you write the key points, no?
That's
You're going to develop.
correct. And what is important not to do in the introduction? What are you going to do with your key points in the intro?
Only mentioning the key points, and you develop them in the body.
That's it. If the students don't understand develop, it is explaining. You are going to mention the key points. You can briefly define the key points, but never explain them. Because if you explain them, you are going to repeat those words in the body, and you don't want to fall into repetition. All right? And then, Angel, what follows the key points?
What we are do in the follow paragraphs
What? So
about the
say that
topic.
again. Come again.
What what I explain in the following paragraphs about the
Right.
topic.
What your opinion is, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, that is your thesis statement. So if we want to divide an introduction in parts, the introduction has three parts: the hook, the key points, and the thesis statement. The hook presents the topic. The key points justifies your opinion, and the thesis statement is your opinion. Okay? Some students mix the opinion all around, but you can do as you please. This has to do with your writing style. It's important that your opinion is informed in the introduction. I repeat, it is important that your opinion is informed in the introduction. Otherwise, your introduction is going to be poor. Remember that when you brainstorm, you have to have clear what your opinion is. And we are not going to doubt at any moment. It is all right. You don't need to worry about being polite. It's not a matter of being polite or impolite. It's a matter of being sure or unsure. We are not going to use maybe or perhaps, could or would. We are going to use will and is and are. Definitely, not perhaps. Okay? And our thesis statement can bring something as prove, state, show, all right? Assure, ensure, argue, strong verbs that will help you to prove your opinion as the correct one. All right, then we have the body. What is, Antonio, the standard number of body paragraphs in our essays?
3.
3. What are they related to?
Each paragraph explain a key point of the
And
introduction.
there you go. Each key point that was mentioned
Mention,
in
yes.
the introduction. Good. Jesus, what is going to start every body paragraph?
Mm, a body paragraph.
Mhm.
Uh,
Every paragraph must be connected to the introduction, right?
yes.
Okay, and every body paragraph is going to extend, explain, and go over every key point.
Yes.
Okay, so what's going to start each body paragraph? We have a specific.
Uh, I don't know if it's this. I mean, in Spanish it would be called like this, a connector. Like, first of all,
Also, yes, well, it's a good thing to mention, yes, but I was looking for a topic sentence here.
okay.
In academic essays, topic sentences usually appear in the beginning of the sentence. And you are right, you can use a variety of linking words and especially transitional expressions to connect them to the intro and between them. Because that way you can also connect the key points and relate them to the order they were mentioned in the intro, because we are supposed to write the essay following the order they were mentioned in the intro. So if you say first, the students like the mobiles in the introduction, and then I say first, students are very likely to love mobiles in the first paragraph, I am connecting in sequence and in content, so on.
Yes.
Okay. And Angel. Then we have the conclusion. What is the main objective of your conclusion? Do you remember?
A resume of the body paragraphs.
That's correct. A resume, you mean a summary. It's a false friend, okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's correct. And a summary means saying everything again with different words. That's where we need variety vocabulary. Okay? And do you remember that the conclusion can be an inverted introduction?
No.
Do you remember that? Okay, so let's remember this. Can you read this for me?
Yes. A conclusion should restate and synthesis your opinion, mentioning the key points previously extended. That is the most important part of a concluding statement in an opinion essay. Have a picture of the conclusion as being an inverted introduction.
Mhm. Introduction. Okay, so that's basically writing the introduction inverted, but using different words because we don't want to fall into repetition. Okay,
Okay.
to do that, we recommended using gerunds or changing the grammatical category of the words. We have talked about that during the classes. I know it seems hard, but it's not. We have practiced a lot. And by the way, I have to say that this is one of my best groups. I am very proud of the progress you made, and I'm sure you're gonna do great. Okay, boys. Now I am going to open your documents on my drive. What is my drive? Hold on. So I am going to show Jesus, right? Jesus.
Yes.
Then Angel and Antonio. Antonio. And this is how I work when we are mocking exams. Ooh, this needs to be here. Okay. And when you start to work, I will make them bigger, but that's not for now. And I need this now because line. I want you to, Antonio, pick a number from 1 to 45.
17.
I will paste it right here, okay? And then you can fix afterwards. It's gonna be easier for me. 17. This is Angel. The same, okay, Angel? We can fix afterwards. 1 to 45, not 17.
9.
9. Oui. Nine. 9. And Jesus,
22.
22. All right. So I will unshare my screen. Share only the timer. You can see it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Boys, you must have your micros on, just like in the exam, all right? Your micros need to be on. Your cameras must be on. My camera go off. My micro go off, but I will be invigilating the document and I will be entering all the time and probably copying and pasting your work to a different place. Otherwise, if I keep correcting while you are working, it's going to be very disruptive. Do you feel comfortable if I keep copying and pasting to another place?
Yes.
Do don't you think it's going to bother you?
No.
No, not at all. Angel, do you feel the same?
Yes.
Is it fine? Okay. So, yeah. So I need to open this one. Just hold on just a sec. Hold on because I have done the wrong thing. Just a moment, eh? No, I think I have went out all the documents. This is Jesus. I'm there, right, Jesus?
Yes.
Antonio, I'm there. And Angel, I'm there. Yes.
Good.
Am I there? Am I at your document?
Yes.
Okay. And I will. Angel told me number 9. I'm trying to open the intro document, but I don't know why it's not opening. It's here, sorry. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Okay. Number 9. Angel. Ah, no, it's all right. You did number 8 the day. Okay. Angel, here you have it. You can start brainstorming. Antonio, number 17. Copy, Antonio, 17. And Jesus, 22. 22. Copy, paste. And your time starts now. No interaction, good luck. No Googling, no artificial intelligences, good luck. It is time to start revising your punctuation and possible mistakes and whatever. And make sure that if you don't have the word count that you want in the exam day, that you have at least 4 full lines for each paragraph. All right? Okay, boys, let me show you how I do it. I do it this way because you know that I have 3 months for everybody. It is really hard to cope with the minimum 100 students that I have within that period of time. So when this time comes, it is not what I have been doing until now. Until now, I correct each writing manually and I do it in a very effortful way on my side. But in the mock exams, this is what I do. The first thing that I do is to run the essay through Grammarly. So we have the artificial intelligence marking, which in this case for Jesus, we had a 79. They have the diagnosis here, but I have just realized it that this Grammarly is not on my original profile. So I will just change the profiles here and see what happens on my Grammarly here. Just one moment. Because this is mine. And the goals, they keep changing it, so I don't know if the goals are set for what I need. One moment, Jesus.
Okay.
Goals. No. Settings. No, I think that's before I could set the goals for okay. Oh, they have changed it, eh? They want me to paste the essay here. I struggle a lot with artificial intelligences. Strengths. Jesus, clear structure. The topic is addressed directly. Arguments are generally relevant. Their use of linking words. Areas for improvement. Some sentences are awkward or unclear, affecting clarity. If a kid watches the movie, it falls under the parent's fault. Well, it is the parent's responsibility.
Yeah. Okay.
There are repetitive phrases with some logic issues. Example, the child's behavior relies completely on what education the parents have given them. Completely is too strong. Education is used narrowly. Okay, so and then what I do is to provide you with this link, and you have to make sure that you can access. I'm not sharing, right?
No.
And you could not see what I was saying in Grammarly before?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
Now you can see everything, right?
Yes.
So I was running your document on my personal Grammarly because before I was on because I created a Gmail for my EIP profile, and the settings that I have for my personal are proficiency, and I just ran your essay on my proficiency Grammarly. Okay.
Okay.
It is not a pro account because I don't pay for it, but it's a bit higher than the one that it is in this profile. And those are the comments for your improvement. In general, the writings are probably on the same level for every student. Okay, so this could be your starting point for improvement from now on. All right.
Okay.
Let's go with Antonio. So I copy from here. And I go to the other profile. And this is going to be, ay,
Madre mía.
well, blues are not a problem. Uh, 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 uh. That's strange on you. Do you have a bad day today?
Every Monday is a bad day.
Uh, I remember very good essays from you. That's really strange.
I didn't like it. The
topic.
prompt. Yes,
It is good to happen in the class.
because it's like a little bit ambiguous, like for me.
The topic is
Practical skills at school or academic subjects. It's like me. I don't know which is better. So
yeah. And then the idea would be a 50-50, for example, right?
yes, yes,
The proper combination or whatever.
yes. Like focus only on one of them is obviously bad for me. So I have to choose the academic subject. Maybe if I choose the practical, it will be better. Maybe.
Look at the diagnosis. However, the essay clearly supports academic subjects, but
Yeah,
it
yes,
may benefit from sharper language and improved cohesion. So it is not you are not being coherent enough because you doubt.
yes.
Okay.
I changed one of the key points at the middle of the essay too. So
Anyways, I will provide you with this, but we have one more class on Wednesday. We can have one more essay written. You can analyze this, okay? And we can take it from there. And let's go with Angel. Change profile. Ay. Angel Morales, right?
Yes.
Maybe mine is too strong. Let's try the EIP one. Let's see if they say the same thing. They say the same thing. All right, boys. I think that in your case, Angel, I see a lot of punctuations here. 1, 2, mistyping 3, 4, 5, 5 punctuations. No, yeah. 6. 6 mistype. So for all of those, 6 are mistypings or punctuation that are actually not grammar or cohesion or content or anything that is truly a reason to worry about. All right? So now let's go for the grammar. This is vocabulary. You earn money, you earn a salary, and you gain knowledge. Okay, that's the verb tense, but it gained importance. You see? You gained. Has gained importance. And so you gain knowledge, you gain something gain importance.
Okay.
In society, again, the pronouns. The actions of humans have an important negative impact on the planet. Also, comma, the normal activity of companies aggravates the problem and the pollution in big cities. The bad use of plastic de las personas, el mal uso que las personas hacen, ¿no?
Sí.
The bad use of plastic, people. Wow. The bad use people give to plastic. The bad use of technological tools cause addiction. The bad use of plastic, people. You? Worsens the situation.
Okay.
Empeora. You should write that on your notes. Empeorar. It's
Okay.
probably a word that you're gonna need for the essays. This essay will show why climate change is a reason is caused by companies and people.
Yes.
Better. Companies have a lot of regulations about the contamination. You don't need that article, but in some cases, these rules are not accomplished well or not. Yeah, rules are accomplished. We need to accomplish the rules. We need to follow the rules. Are not followed. Uy. Collocation. because big company, yeah, I said we don't need that article here. Prefer to pay an amount of money instead of following the regulations. Okay. Okay, what regulations? The regulations that talk about blah, blah. Okay, so these regulations are specific about contamination. Then you justify the article here. Okay, these kind of factors or actors? Factors.
Actors.
Eh?
Actors.
Factors.
No, actors.
Actors
Yes.
have this kind of actors has a lot of relevance in this problem. And they can change their ways to of doing their activity to benefit the environment. Okay, why is this in singular and this in plural and this in singular and nothing is happening with the corrector? This kind of actores.
Sí, iba a poner companies, pero para no repetir, pues se me ha ocurrido eso.
Actors meaning the person who acts.
Yes, is companies.
Okay. This kind of actors has a lot of relevance in this problem. And okay, and they, because we don't know who they are, they can change their ways to do their activity to benefit. Well done, Angel. The big cities have a lot of vehicles, and that is a problem for the environment. Those places have a problem with the traffic and with traffic. And the authorities should create more regulations to benefit public transport. Also, the mandatories have to improve the systems of transport to guarantee the trips of people. Maybe I would use citizens here just to change people, okay?
Okay.
Because have we mentioned people before? No. Those are... Yeah. Well, people is fine. Moreover, society has to think first in the global benefit before their personal preferences if they want to change the situation. Okay. The use of plastic is another important reason why climate change is accelerating. Society abuses these materials, and some studies confirm that plastic, no article, confirm or have confirmed, because we don't know when they have confirmed, okay, that plastic, no article, is very dangerous to the planet. In addition, people should have changed the form they use this material and substitute it with other more eco-friendly or with other eco-friendlier. Okay. In conclusion, climate change is an effect from the bad actions, is a result of the bad actions. Another mistyping. 7 is a result of the bad actions of companies and society. The authorities have a relevant position to try to solve that problem and improve the environment. Okay. I would place all the responsibility on them because you say that it is caused. So if you want to have the strength that you can, you can simply ask them to take responsibility. Due to their relevant position.
Okay.
To try to solve the problem and improve the environment. And let's count the words. Be short. Okay, Angel. So as you can see, we cannot always trust the artificial intelligences. You see that they gave you a 39. I wouldn't give you a 39. I'm sorry. I have to recognize it. In the beginning, it was not a B2 essay, but it was not as bad as the Grammarly pictured you. And I'm sure that you probably got a bit scared, and I got scared as well. That's why I decided to go manual. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I hope this experience made you a bit more hopeful and that you keep strong for the next class. All right?
Okay.
Let's go with Jesus and Antonio the same. I'm sure that Antonio just had a bad moment. And what's more, that's the power of the timer. That's the power of TOEIC, people. Believe me. This exam and the cameras and being invigilated, it it triggers people in a way that we are not conscious of how it affects our emotional state. This is what happens, and we know each other for 2 months and something, and it still alters our performances. All right, let's go with Jesus. In the past years, there has been okay, in here, Jesus, remember that every time we have an option, we should use whether. However,
Okay.
action or violent movies is somehow related. So the debate is not about whether action or violent movies. The debate is about whether promotes or not promotes violence. So I would take this away from here. And then this whether action violent films promote or not violence among children. You see?
Yes.
And then you can keep your whether.
Okay.
These films are only fiction and have an age limit. I remembered. It is age rating. Age rating. Officially,
Yes,
it's
but
age rating,
I
right?
didn't remember the
Me neither. At
age
that
rating.
moment, I didn't remember. And I said recommendation, I think.
Yeah.
The children's behavior relies on the education they have received, and there are some studies about the situation. This is say we dive into why action or violent films do not promote violence among children. Firstly, these films have an age limit recommendation. It is not wrong at all, eh? We could perfectly say it. It is a recommendation at the end. This means that if a kid watches the movie or a movie, not the movie,
Okay.
it falls under the parent's responsibility. Oui. Even though these films are only fiction, comma, and if a even though these films are only fiction and the child is permitted, allowed to watch it, comma, this, what movie? This does not mean he's,
Okay.
yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
I know.
are,
Yeah.
that's so nice. That's nice.
It was to give an example.
That's nice. Keeping with this point, the child's behavior relies completely on what education the parents have given them. Yeah?
Yeah.
If they are more strict, if they're stricter
Okay.
and put more limits on the child, they are not going to try and replicate the movie. On the other hand, if parents are not that strict, the child can do whatever they please. The children can do whatever they please. And if they live in a violent environment, these children may be more likely to replicate the movie. This was also a debate. This was also a debate timeline. This was also a debate which still goes on.
Yeah.
Can you fix the timeline before I turn the Grammarly on? No, the Grammarly is already on. So can you notice the timeline here?
Maybe this is also a debate.
This is also a debate that still goes on about or around or, but in the video games, no, in the video games field, okay. And even though there are, or some people claimed that violent games made people and children more violent, there are some studies proved them wrong. This can be extrapolated to action films, as these are essentially the same, with the difference that games can lead to more violent behaviors as the children or as the child himself does it in the game. Given the above points, no. Violent movies do not make children more violent. The behavior that a child has after watching a movie relies completely on the parent's education. There are some studies which can be extrapolated to films that support this statement. Okay. All right. And Antonio, if you don't mind to stay a little bit, we still have 2 minutes officially. Some people think that the best approach to focus at school, of course, sorry, focus on school should be teaching practical skills, while others argue traditional subjects are more important. I am in the second group, as the school is a specific place to teach academic subjects. I am in the second group, as the school is the specific place to teach academic subjects, which is the only way to prepare for the future jobs and will help to develop the intelligence of the children. This is say Punctuation 2. This is a, we will explain these points. I think this is a bit weak. Firstly, the school is the specific place where you learn academic subjects and technical knowledge. Punctuation 3. Such as maths, history, punctuation 4, or science. Learning practical skills is related to day-by-day life. Punctuation 5. Life, day-to-day life. So the importance of attending school to learn these subjects is without any doubt. Learning practice is related to day-to-day. So the importance of attending school to learn these subjects is without any doubt. Great. You can learn how to fix furniture by watching a YouTube video. Capitalization is considered punctuation 6. But you need a structured class and an expert in the subject to learn about maths and all the academic subjects in an effective way. You need a structured. Okay. Officially, this would be your first mistake in the essay.
Okay.
Secondly, as we were advancing years in school, punctuation 7. The subjects are getting more technical and specific. This is the only way to prepare people for the jobs in the future, because it is going to be necessary to have people prepared for high-level jobs. Hyphenation 8. To have people prepare for high-level jobs in the future. Okay. Also, is the proper way to discover in which area you were more interested in. Okay, you have in here. Also, it is the proper way to discover which area you are more interested in. Yeah. Obviously, not everybody is going to be in this kind of work. 9. But without the necessary knowledge acquired in schools, no, 10. It will be impossible to prepare for these jobs. Furthermore, the main jobs of schools are to help building a strong capacity to think critically. To think critically and clearly. Academic subjects are the best way to do this, because this will build intelligence in the children through abstract and critical reasoning. It will help you with challenging subjects and discovering how to solve these kinds of problems by looking at them and using logic to figure it out. Or them out, okay. Okay, subjects, so we can use these if you want. Okay, all right. In summary, academic subjects are the right approach to build intelligence and develop capacities for the children to be taught in the schools, and prepare the children for their future jobs and discover their passion, and have a successful future. Keeping the classical approach is the right decision right now. I am very sorry we have 10 punctuation mistakes. What's your diagnosis, Mr. Antonio?
I haven't got time to check it.
The punctuation.
Yes.
All right. So the three of you, I would like you to this has been corrected. Mm. Let me set an alarm for 1 hour, maybe, and I will try to provide you with one more to correct the punctuation, okay? Let me write here, and then maybe before the next class, I will have time to do it. Provide, no, not here. In yellow. Provide one more essay without punctuation. Okay, so this essay won't have punctuation, full stops, capital letters, anything. You have to do everything, all right? Please, can you do it for Wednesday?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So I will paste it here before the 3:30 class. Where are you? Sorry, I cannot see anybody. Just a moment, and then we can say goodbye. Here. Okay, boys. So I'm glad that I corrected manually. That's why we can. I'm sorry, we cannot change. We cannot trust the artificial intelligence. So it is very hard for me. On the top of that, this morning I watched a short video on LinkedIn where the trucks are being not driven by human beings. The trucks are being auto-driven in China. And the people are celebrating as the trucks are being auto-driven, and the trucks happily go through the cities. But I think I was the only one in the chat asking, what is happening to the thousands of drivers? What are the drivers gonna work at?
Mechanic.
So it is food for thought, isn't it? I think I am already too old. I think I'm glad that I'm already 50, and I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be alive in 50 years more, because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. All right, boys. So I hope you can find the time to do that homework. I will do my best. No, I will make sure that I provide it until 3:30, and I will see you back on Wednesday. I am sorry, but we will have to do another essay on Wednesday. Okay? But
Okay.
we don't need revision. We can start the class. We can set the timer. We can write it, correct it, and then you'll be dismissed. All right?
All right.
Okay, boys. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Have a lovely afternoon.
See you on Wednesday.
See you.
Bye bye,
Bye,
guys.
Lucy.
Take care.